Can SpaceX actually get to Mars by 2025? Get ready to see human steps on Mars in the next several years. But could SpaceX really do this by 2025? Humanity has always been captivated by space exploration. Elon Musk has another ambitious goal. SpaceX plans to send humans to Mars by 2029. Throughout much of the last decade, Musk has floated to-do lists for when he could first land Starship on Mars, this time in 2022. These first Mars-bound missions from SpaceX will be paid for by public-private partnerships, each powered by small fleets of Starship spacecraft. In the video above, we take a closer look at whether this dream is feasible and what hurdles still need to be overcome. SpaceX was founded by Elon Musk in 2002. SpaceX first revolutionized space travel with innovative technology and goals beyond imagination. SpaceX has accomplished so much due to Musk's audacious goal of making space transportation cheaper and even sending people to Mars for colonization. SpaceX first made headlines in 2008 when the Falcon 1,
Falcon 1 launch vehicle. Falcon has cleared the tower.
a privately funded liquid-fueled rocket by SpaceX, became the first privately developed spacecraft to reach orbit. It marked the dawn of a new age in space exploration, proving that private enterprise could disrupt orbital missions. One of SpaceX's innovate components is the invention of reusable rockets, lowering expenses for space accessibility. SpaceX achieved a watershed moment in 2015 when the first stage of its Falcon 9 rocket landed successfully.
Mission sequence start and liftoff of the SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket, adding to the International Space Station access for future American rockets.
Marking possibilities for reusability onwards. Since then, the technology has been extensively tested with many successful landings and reflights by SpaceX to utilize space travel at a reduced cost and make it sustainable. SpaceX was already established as a credible player at that point, having secured contracts with NASA to help resupply the International Space Station, ISS. SpaceX has even loftier prospects than just the Earth's orbit. Developing Starship spacecraft for human missions to Mars and beyond. Starship is the art of SpaceX CEO Elon Musk's goal to transform us into a multi-planetary species and was adapted for long-duration flights with many passengers. By innovating relentlessly and casting a wide vision, SpaceX made the advances in space travel that surpassed all earlier achievements ever since we went to the moon. As the company pioneers new frontiers, it spearheads a new age. Forget the past. Making it to Mars will require Game of Thrones-grade nepotism, with cutting-edge recycling technology and a SpaceX Starship that seems poised to reinvent how we travel in space. The fully reusable spacecraft is designed for long-duration space missions, presenting a significant step forward in both commercial and government-managed airspace developments. Starship is designed with a cutting-edge life support system, powerful radiation shielding, and built-in the ability to stack more spacecrafts while on orbit, all of which tackle some vital obstacles for deep space travel. Reusability is at the core of Starship's design. Unlike current and recent previous spacecraft, single-use or few reuses before being sent to museums for their remaining appearances, Starship is designed in order that it can be launched under its own power again after the gas station has topped off your tank on orbit. The ability to reuse this system greatly reduces the cost of space travel, opening up possibilities for more affordable missions to Mars. It has a large crew and heavy cargo capacity necessary for this kind of trip. You need a lot of supplies to live on Mars long-term, and is critical in supporting these longer missions, including someday setting foot, eventually, on our neighboring planet. On Starship, advanced life support systems are important to help keep astronauts alive and healthy during the long journey of several months it will take for them to reach Mars. Systems of these sort have been created to make an environment sustainable, but recycling the air and water while managing waste. There must also be some type of radiation shielding to protect the astronauts from cosmic rays during their journey. Perhaps Starship can refuel in orbit, one of the most revolutionary aspects. This provides the craft with greater payload for its launch, reducing weight and increasing efficiency. But will Starship really be able to haul humans to Mars by 2025? There is still a lot to be done, and while the technology and design seems really impressive, there are numerous problems remaining. This includes mastering refueling, proving out life support systems' reliability, and figuring out myriad technical challenges how to get there. SpaceX's advancements in the development of Starship have been happening quickly, which has led to multiple prototypes and test flight. But there have been road bumps and delays as well. Read on for our analysis of the current time frame and evaluation of whether 2025 is possible, given how SpaceX has fared to date. However, The road to innovation is bumpy, and not all parts of it has been smooth. SN8, SN9, and SN11 prototypes all blew up on landing attempts. These setbacks make clear the challenges associated with building what is a cutting edge and one of the most complex spacecraft ever conceived. Nonetheless, SpaceX has maintained a strong work ethic and mindset of learned from failures in remaining resilient throughout the tougher times. The journey that SpaceX traveled was filled with numerous exciting changes, as well as breaking new barriers. SpaceX plans to eventually conduct an orbital flight test of Starship in the coming months. It will be an important piece of the puzzle on the way to hitting both milestones and proving that it can handle crewed missions ahead of its 2029 target. Still, the future until 2029 is peppered with roadblocks, from regulatory approvals to technical issues and ongoing need for funding support. Due to previous delays in SpaceX's progress, 2025 is ambitious and well within the realm of impossibility at this point. It seems that having an iterative development method, as well as a low cost of failure, has worked in the favor of GHRF. Admittedly, reaching this target will be a challenge and may involve simultaneous advances in technology with some elements of luck. Mars is no small journey, and it comes with some incredibly obstacles SpaceX must navigate. Some of these challenges include the intricacies associated with long-duration human spaceflight that takes millions and millions of kilometers through a hostile vacuum. Supporting this first longer mission, having astronauts requires a critical shift from proficiency-based missions of weeks or months to sustaining human life on destinations that are far less forgiving than the protective atmosphere of Earth orbits. In addition to technological hurdles, it will be necessary for regulators and governments from different countries to sign off. Such permissions and diplomacy are a prerequisite to seeing Elon Musk's vision turn into reality: massive colonization across planets. This will require collaborating with global space agencies and governments to share resources, expertise, while also making sure the peaceful exploration and utilization of Martian resources. New conceptual design interdependencies. There is little in the way of infrastructure for humans to live on Mars beyond concept designs and early prototype systems that have potential as human habitats, food production systems, or resource utilization technologies. Self-sustained operation on Mars is one of the key requirements to achieve their objective, and it takes systems that are robust, reliable over a long period, as Martian day runs 24 hours, under conditioned by nature very hostile for life. As SpaceX appears to be the closest that humanity has ever been to reaching Mars, including with its ongoing Starship spacecraft development, interplanetary travel is so complex that a deliberate process to balance the long-term, grandiose end goal with practical considerations of feasibility and safety must be carefully navigated. Elon Musk's plan to get SpaceX to Mars will be an ambitious one, without question. They have come a long way with space tech, but it has yet to catch up. Can they do so in time? Well, the future holds that outcome as an enigma. What do you think? From there, will SpaceX be able to make it all the way through its Mars plans by as early as 2025? Let me know your thoughts plus and any extra tips or macros you have in the comments. Be sure to click the like button in this video, subscribe for more space exploration related news, and be notified each time we upload.